I am pleased to introduce Tom Vandiver, who will be one of the nominators for Julian Taliaferro. So here he is. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Tom Vandiver, and I live in Clark Precinct. Over the last 30 years, I've worked for our local Democratic Party and our local Democratic candidates, and I've always been proud of our party and very proud of the candidates that we've selected and the leaders that we've put in office. Today, I'm especially proud to speak on behalf of someone who's dedicated his life to serving the people of this community, and that's Julian Taliaferro. Today, our city and county face many challenges. This council, with Julian's prudent voice, is aggressively meeting those challenges and ensuring that the people of this city and the quality of life in this city are protected and nurtured. Charlottesville is a better place because of Julian Taliaferro, and I urge you to support him for re-election. Thank you very much.
I'm Vincent Richardson. I'm from the 10th and a half Street District. I'm that other 25% I heard somebody talk about in Charlottesville. So that gives me a great pleasure to be on Mr. Taliaferro's ticket, because the Democratic Party always produce good people and quality people with a lot of concern. And for him to be in my neighborhood campaigning, having people that typically don't get out and vote, typically don't even know who the candidates are, for him to come around and introduce himself and participate and give us something tangible in our community, it's wonderful. I work at Beaufort Middle School. I have an opportunity to work with a lot of kids, talk to Chief Taliaferro about the dropout rate, and he's square on it, and it is beautiful to have him with that kind of enthusiasm, to hear him talk that way about helping the youth in this community, along with the other things that's going on. It is my pleasure to be on his team.
Well, I know I'm glad to be a Democrat in Charlottesville, Virginia. I hope you all are too. I'm very proud to stand here tonight and second the nomination of Julian Taliaferro. I don't take that very lightly. I don't second his nomination because he's tall, the tallest on city council, and I don't second his nomination because I think he might be the best dressed, but Hoosier, I think, has that distinction. I do second Julian Taliaferro's nomination because he is the right person at the right time. The hallmark of Julian's progressive ethic has been a quiet, deliberate, open style with a renowned bulldog determination. I wouldn't quite call his style sexy, but I think he does and has gotten things done. Julian's goal has and will continue to be to offer sound and cutting-edge contributions that make Charlottesville a better place for every resident, every one of us. We have heard about Julian's devotion for Charlottesville here, his progressive beliefs, his work ethic, his deep knowledge of every corner of our city, and his contributions. These define his laser focus on the fact that he's always had his eyes on the prize, a better Charlottesville and a world-class city. This re-election is really not about any single issue or any group of issues. It is about who has the experience, the knowledge of Charlottesville, and who is best prepared to lead our city. The latest best idea will not solve the challenges of the long term. What will prepare us to answer the questions of the future is a leader that has lived and worked among the people and knows and understands their aspirations, hopes, and their problems. A leader that is about valuing diversity and collaboration and getting things done. A leader that promotes a change to assure equal justice, that protects and enhances our city's economic stability and growth, and a leader that never rests in his service to Charlottesville and never will rest. I believe that Julian Taliaferro is that person with all of these leadership qualities. I ask all Democrats to look to the future and to support Julian as the best candidate. He will not only serve to protect our city, but as one of the true candidates that truly has what it takes to keep our hopes alive, to chart our course by using the advantage of our diversity in all of its glory, and to work very hard for each and every one of us. I ask you all to please support Julian on May the 9th, and now I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce Julian Taliaferro.
Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to thank all of you for coming tonight, and I'd like to thank Vincent, Tom, and Blake for their kind words. It has been my honor and privilege to have served the people of this community for the past 45 years as both a city councilor and a firefighter, and I'd like to be able to continue that mission of service. When I was elected to city council in 2006, I emphasized the importance of four critical issues: our public education system, affordable housing, the efficient and effective delivery of city services, the preservation and enhancement of our quality of life here in Charlottesville. I'm happy to report tonight that we've made great strides in all of these endeavors. Today, all of our city schools are again accredited by the Commonwealth of Virginia, which I consider an outstanding improvement and a great accomplishment for our community. In addition, during my tenure, I have strongly supported school funding to create significant improvements in technology and to our school facilities in order to keep us on the cutting edge. However, a recent state study, which all of you have seen or heard about, showed an abnormally high dropout rate in the city. This situation, frankly, is embarrassing, unacceptable, and tragic for our community. That's why I've called on both the City Council and the school board to hold an educational summit this summer to define the problem, to galvanize the community, and to examine best practices being utilized around the state and country. I have consistently supported funding to create more affordable housing options for our citizens. During the last 3 years, we have devoted over $1 million annually to address this important initiative, and I continue to be committed to that endeavor. Our efforts over the past 3 years represent a historical and unprecedented commitment to affordable housing by the city of Charlottesville. We have also made significant improvements in our efforts to improve the quality of life. In particular, this council has taken a leadership role in implementing green city initiatives that will protect our environment. Charlottesville continues to be recognized as a leader in environmental protection as a result of these programs and policies. We also continue to make improvements to our public transit system. I'm particularly proud that we were able to expand the service within the community last year. We added Sunday service in answer to concerns that have been expressed to people within the community. And my greatest satisfaction has been that I've been able to help many people with their problems, and the vast majority of those problems have been quickly resolved. However, many other issues continue to confront us, issues like ensuring an adequate water supply for our community, workforce development for our city residents, the provision of service in difficult economic times, and city-county cooperation. Everyone is aware of the economic crisis facing our country today. Across Virginia and across the nation, local governments are being forced to impose drastic cuts to schools and other essential services. Fortunately, in Charlottesville, we are enduring this crisis without drastic disruption to our services, largely due to the prudent management of the current city council and city administration. I've been proud to have been a member of that team, a team that has placed fiscal responsibility and long-range planning to the forefront of its agenda. The positive benefits for our citizens have been enormous. For over 40 years, I've worked with the Charlottesville municipal budget. Throughout this time, whether we call it downsizing or whatever, I've been able to protect core service delivery in the city as a result of my experience. We're facing those tough times again, but I think we'll do okay. In fact, I know we'll do okay. In conclusion, let me just say that I'm humbled and honored by your past support. I promise to do the very best job I can, and I promise that I'll always promote the best interest of the people of our city. I ask for your vote and I thank you very much.